Tyler, what are some of the security implications that AI can present?
The way I look at it, it comes down to no different than any other type of system that you're going to implement within your organization, whether it's a core system or digital banking or maybe even an imaging system. When it comes to AI, really it comes down to your risk assessment, your risk tolerance, and the risk appetite of the organization, and to make sure that you're doing your due diligence to make sure that whatever type of AI system you're implementing is going to fit in within those thresholds.
And if credit unions are considering implementing some kind of AI, what do they need to do to, like you say, do your due diligence and make sure that it's all okay?
Yeah, it really starts at the board and the leadership level. I mean, everyone has to be on the same page. You can't have two sides of the room fighting against each other, one for it, one against it. Is really you have to come up with whatever your culture is going to be within your organization, and then make sure you have the proper policies and procedures in place before you start rolling that out.
So it sounds like there's a little bit of work involved in launching AI. And some people may say, it's a lot of work. Does the benefit outweigh the amount of work that we have to put in?
Yeah, so that's going to really come down to each individual credit union. You're going to have to kind of sit down and plan a couple informational sessions and really kind of go over like what is artificial intelligence. Many of us are using this in our daily lives with like devices like Alexa and Amazon and Siri. And so really you're just going to have to determine what is that going to look like for our organization and what are our goals. And then from there you can start coming up with some use cases. And it might be, maybe our marketing team wants to use like a chat bot for some idea generations or content generations. Maybe we want to use some of the artificial intelligence AI art generation out there for some stock images. So it's going to come down to each individual credit union, and there's a lot of efficiencies that can be gained, but you need to properly vet your security before you implement those.
And crazy question, but where's AI going?
You know what? The sky is the limit at this point. There's a lot of cool technologies out there on the horizon. And so I'm really kind of excited to see where it's going to go and how credit unions can leverage that to remain competitive. So at the basic fundamentals, we might be using it as chat bots for idea generations, but we might get to a point where, our employees are using automation and typing into these chat bots and saying like, help me out, help me analyze these financial statistics or whatever that use case may be.
Anything I'm forgetting?
I don't think so. Like I said in summary, it's really going to come down to your risk appetite as an organization. And if you haven't had those conversations within your organization, I would encourage you to do so, because more than likely your employees are already starting to use these technologies. There's a ChatGPT app out and available. So if you're in a mode where, we're just going to restrict access, your employees are probably going to work around your security controls and start using it. So it's better to have a plan in place and communicate what that plan and those safety guidelines are to the rest of your staff.